And just like that, we've got a nice thick leg for our zombie. I'm going to put another piece over this, and because I have a screw on here, I'll simply measure this up to here. I'm going to take it all the way over, and then I will notch out the bottom where the joint is so that it can fit over. And since I have a screw on here, I'm going to notch out where the screw is going to go. I'm going to cut a hole in here. And then so I can just fit this down over the top, I'll cut it all the way across the bottom, and I can put it on over the top. Sounds like a lot of work, but it's actually not so bad. So first thing, I got to put it up here. I'll get an idea about where it's going to go. I know that's also going to get covered on top of there. So I want to bring it a little short. I'll notch this. Find my notch. Cut it around. Pop it off. And again, I don't have any plans for this. There was no, there's nobody online who's showing you how to make this. This was just out of my head. I was like, I want to make a zombie. You've seen the other ones that I did. I decided I wanted to make one that moved. So this is what we're working on. Now I'll put it up here. I can see the notch goes back about halfway. So I'm going to just cut a section and pop it out. So see how that's going to work like an elbow cover there. Of course, that's just on this side. I'm going to turn it around and do the other way, but I'm just showing you a demonstration. So you can see how it fits over that elbow. And now since we're going to go down from the top, we'll cut it all the way through so we can open it up like that. And then I got to figure out where my screw is. Okay, it's close to the edge. So maybe I'll just notch that edge out. And it's all right if it ain't perfect, because again, this is just gonna bulk up the body. Nobody's gonna see this. So I'll put it on here over the notch and bring it down. And just like that, even with the screw, we've got the leg. And then this will go back in. And just like that, we have our zombie leg puffed up. Now, after I do that to the other side, and I do it to the waist, and then I'll do it to the T-section at the top. And what I'll do for the waist is I'll just simply remove the top T-section. Then I can slide the whole piece of the pool noodle over the top of it. And when I put the T-junction back on, that's when I'll do the bits and pieces for the arms. And the arms will be done the same way that the legs are done. We just cut little pieces as we go. Now, you can use PVC glue. It comes in 2 parts, 2 different cans. And you can set all these joints with PVC glue so that they don't come apart. Or you can get some self-tapping screws, and that's the way I'm going to use, is the screws. And you can put screws in both sides of every joint, and that will prevent the pieces from coming off. It'll hold them in place. But the benefit of the screws over the PVC glue is that if I want to take this apart and change it up in the future, or if I want to take it apart to put it away somewhere, all I got to do is take the screws out and then everything will come apart. If you put the PVC glue on there, it's solid, it's not coming apart. So once it's done, and that's that. But I like the idea of being able to change my mind and do more stuff with it later. So that's the goal. Anyway, I have for this, one more second here. You may have been wondering, well, if that's a T-section at the top and it's facing down on the pipe, how am I going to attach the skull? Well, I stopped in at my hardware store. I picked up a few of these little tubes. They're also PVC. And what I will do is there's a little hole in the bottom of the skull. And what I will do is I will cut this top piece off, and I will make that hole bigger so that I can stick this tube inside there. So I'll have a head on a stick, so to speak. And then I will drill a hole in the top of the T intersection that this can fit down into. Because what I am going to do is I'm going to use the Loctite foam, and I will spray it inside the tube, and then set the whole skull piece, you know, the whole skull section down into the tube, and that foam will expand around the tube and lock it in place. Since this skull's not going to be moving, that's what I'll do. The body will be moving, so this head, you know, the whole top, upper half of the body will be moving left to right. So I don't have to make the skull itself move, because it's going to move with the body. So then by adding the flashing lights and the sound effects, and then the motion detector, which is going to pick up on anything in front of it and cause it to go off, then it'll light up and scream. So I think that's cool. That'll give little kids a chance to get closer to the zombie before it does that, and give them an extra spook. And they'll probably spook some adults too, just because they won't expect it. Anyway, there's a lot of work to be done here. I'm not going to waste your time filming the whole thing, because I've gone through and I've talked you through exactly what I'm doing. So when it's done, I'll make another video, and you'll actually be able to see how these guys work. Another idea I have is for making this one stand up, because this one is going to be a standing zombie. I have some PVC glass, or plexiglass, and I'm going to drill some little holes through that. And with the shoes that'll be on this zombie, just like this guy's got shoes on. These are actual tennis shoes for little kids. This one's going to have those too. And I'm going to drill a few screws through the PVC, the plexiglass, into the shoes, so it'll have a base stand to stand on. And since it's clear plexiglass, you'll just see the ground underneath it, and at night you won't even notice it, which is the overall goal. Because these guys, when they're finished, are going outside to my display. So if you have any questions, any comments, you want to know a little bit more, or if you think it'd be best if I shoot the video showing how all this stuff goes together, then just leave me some comments. And, you know, I hope you guys will give me that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos in the future. If you look back, you'll see some videos that I posted on how to make the foam pumpkins. Those are videos that I shot for my TikTok last year, but I have posted them up here to YouTube, so you can view them there. Or if you want to see a lot more videos that I've done, you can find me on TikTok. Just look for SilverBoss43, and you'll be able to see how I did a lot of other stuff, and I go into details with jewelry and gemstones and things like that. Also keep an eye out for the future, because I got my master's in hypnosis, and I'm going to be doing self-help hypnosis videos. So if you want to be able to get hypnotized and help get rid of anxiety, stop smoking, weight loss, all that kind of stuff, those videos are also going to be available. I am looking to set up a Patreon so that anybody who wants to see some more in-depth videos for like particular things, then I will be posting them on there, and any subscriptions that you do there, donations would be appreciated. It'll help me finance doing bigger and better projects, so you can see more. If you're interested in seeing my Freddy glove with my Freddy mask, let me know. I'll do another video for that. Also, keep your eyes out for some of my video shorts. And until these guys make progress, I'm going to say good luck on your future builds, and I'll see you next time.